Loss on the play of about 1. Second down and about 1.5. So fourth down, about 2. In Division 5, Amherst up on top at 7-1. Stanley Boyd, Clinton, Racine, St. Catharines 2, 3, and 4 at 8-0. Spencer, Columbus Catholic at 7-1. Bonnewell, by the way, is at 7-1 Division 5. And right now, a 5-yard march off against Zach Cox. And now, and that takes them 6 yards away from the first down. And now they're going to have to punt. Lena's got to take their second time out of the half. This is 4 timeouts out of 6 used here in the third quarter. 54 seconds remaining. We'll take a break. Come back right after this on Young High School Sports, WOCO Straight FM.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Jack Farley back to pass, threw it up in and out of the hands of Hornick. And it goes over on downs. Again, officials really have been some things to be decided tonight. Especially here in the second half. It'll make a difference what team you're rooting for. 47 seconds left to go here in the third. Handoff up the middle. Close to the first down marker is number 3, Shampoo. Pick up in the play of 8. Zach Cox on the tackle. Again, handoff going to Shampoo, and he has the first down. 9 seconds left to go. Pick up on the play of 3. And that will wrap up the third quarter. Third quarter comes to a close. Watching NEW Lutheran Blazers scored 14 points. They're down 18-6 at half. Now has a 22-18 lead. Back right after this on Young High School Sports, WOCO Stereo FM.
Aspiring athletes and coaches are nurtured in sports as they grow in knowledge and skills. That same understanding of the growth process should be afforded to game officials. We need to keep the officiating numbers strong, so be a good sport and support players, coaches, and officials. To learn how to become a WIAA licensed official, go to www.wiaawi.org.
Do you need help organizing your medications? Stop in to see us at the Oconto Pharmacy about our monthly bubble packing system. The Oconto Pharmacy. Our family helping your family.
Well, the Wildcats need a stop here Blazers inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. First down and 10. Waiting on the snap. Handoff. Weisler spin. Got some room. He could go all the way, and he's in for the touchdown. A 28-yard touchdown run, and that's going to start the fourth quarter and puts a crimp into Lena's offensive game plan, because now they're really going to have to throw. That means the Blazers offensive line can stop respecting the run. Doesn't mean Lena's not going to stop the run. Handoff up the middle. No good on the two-point conversion. 28-18. Blazers with the lead. Back right after this on your home high school sports, WOCO, Stereo FM.
Here at NEW Credit Union, we're excited to announce that the merger of Badger Credit Union with us is now complete. Welcome, Badger Credit Union members. Together, we now have 4 locations: 301 Jackson Street, Oconto Falls, 717 Main Street, Surrey, 405 Pecor Street, Oconto, and 870 Frontage Road, Peshtigo, with access to more services, and we are over 12,000 members strong. Call 800-924-1250 to find out more. That's 800-924-1250. NEW Credit Union now serves all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto, and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. Federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Visit www.newcu.org to see how we specialize in helping members on all levels of financial needs, so you can own it.
Zach Cobbs came back up the middle, and I'll tell you, he hit some guy so hard, the helmet went flying off. Salina first down and 10. On their own 35-yard line. 11:46 left to go in the game. The Titans need to get an offensive drive here. They need to get this down under 2 scores. Cops in motion. Stewart on the run. Cuts it up. Fights his way across 40 to about the 42-yard line. Pick up on the play of about 7. They got 6. Second down and 4. Stewart now with his 12th carry of the night has 58 yards. Ball in motion. Back to pass. Looking downfield. Have Farley wide open. This field. Toss the 40 down to the 30-yard line. So that's 20 and add another. And we'll give a 40-yard completion. It's finally right in stride. Tops in motion. Back to pass. Chase out of the pocket. Looking downfield for Hornick. It is picked off as that was way short of Hornick. Christian Hornick, instead of waiting for the ball to come at him, he took off down the field. That's a mistake that you cannot make when the quarterback is running. You got to give them a chance to make the throw. McCuskey with the interception. They have the football with 10:29 remaining here on their own 19-yard line, 20-yard line. This is going to be Champeau. Got lucky as he knocked him out of bounds from the 20 all the way up to the 37-yard line. 17-yard run. But now back to Pat as we hand off again and close the first down. Champeau again with the carry. And I think he got the first down. 11-yard pickup on the play. So it is first down. The old 48-yard line. Stewart now with 2 interceptions in the contest. Handoff Champeau. And he's got another first down as he's down to the 40-yard line. 13-yard run. Champeau with some fresh legs, really starting to take control. And that's 41 yards in the last 3 carries. He's now got 76 on the night. He is 3 yards shy of Reisler, who has 79 yards on 9 carries. Reisler has a 24 and 28 yard. Handoff. This is going to go to Lipke. With this run, he'll get above the positive yard mark. 4-yard pickup on the play. Second down and 6. Lipke on the first 3 carries was a minus 1 yard a carry. Right now 6 carries for 3 yards, so he's averaging a half a yard a carry. But the last 3, he's averaging 2. Handoff. This is going to go to Reisler, and he will lose on the play as Lena lives in the backfield. Loss of about 2. Second down and 8. So third down and 8 for the Blazers, who are in control of this game. 8:15 remaining. They don't have to score. All they do is run the clock out. Looking downfield. Farley, interception on a tip. At about the 15-yard line. The pass was up there, offense, and Kent had a chance at it, went through his hands. Farley tipped it up to his ear 3 times and came down with it. So this first down and 10 on their own 16-yard line. Lena, 8:05 remaining with new life. And a quick snap. The guard. Simon got on the carry. Pick up on the play of about 2. And that brings up now a second down and 8. Back to pass, chased out of the pocket. Stewart, shovel pass, nice pass. First down. Flags down. Ball on the pickup about 10. That was beyond the line of scrimmage. And that was because it was beyond the line of scrimmage. So that's going to come against Lena. Stewart would have thrown it about a step earlier. It would have been fine. So lose it down on the play. A 5-yard penalty, but the killer is not the penalty. It's the it's a loss of down. And Lena again self-destructing here. And another 5-yard march off against Lee. Another 7th penalty for 47 yards. WOCO WFM from Lena, Wisconsin. The Blazers up 28-18. Back to pass, looking downfield. Intended for Hornick, incomplete. And it's now 4th down. So that brings up now a 4th down. Right now, Lena cannot go for it in 4th down, not here. Jack Farley to punt. That procedure penalty killed this drive. Nice punt. And actually, it went sideways and out of bounds. And not a good, it didn't end up to be a good punt because it went out about the 30-yard line. So the Blazers back with the football at about the 30-yard line. 6:56 remaining in the ball game. 2018 Blazers with the lead. Handoff. Trying to get to the outside is Champeau. Picks up a couple on the fly. The idea is he's in bounds. Keeps the clock running now for NEW Lutheran. By the way, with that -2 by Reisler, put him at 77 yards. Champeau was at 76. Now Champeau is now taking the lead in rushing. Handoff. And now a flag comes down at the end. And the carry on Lipke. And right now, Blazers, Lipke gained nothing on the play, but he got hit the second time, went on the ground. This is going to be a 15-yard march off against Lena. And Lena shooting himself in the foot here with the penalties here. First down and 10. Ball at about the 15-yard line. Just inside the 15 after that big march off. And the Blazers calling their last timeout. Again, this officiating crew. The head referee has the timing unit. Head referee keys the umpire. Well, guess what? The umpire wasn't paying attention. The coach realized what was going on. 5:44 remaining. And the coach called the timeout. I heard from up here. But this crew, in the second half especially, has been very questionable. Especially if the head referee, who's in the white hat, has a timing device, and the umpire does not watch the white hat, so the quarterback can see we have a problem. And here comes the carry, and in for a touchdown, Bukowski on a 14-yard run, and that will be the point that will end the night. Game will be on. 5:37 remaining. But that will be the backbreaker right there. 11 carries, 36 yards. 3 yards a carry. Waiting on the snap and flags. No, we don't want the timeout. And Lena uses up their final timeout. So for St. Thomas Aquinas, the last year for these kids, Joseph Fawcett is going to graduate. Levi Potter, Jack Farley, Christian Hornick, Tyler Stewart, Derek Younger, Moranik Bethke, Josh Bostwick, all seniors. It's also Alex Strobel, also a senior, who has been injured and cannot play. Making their last appearance in a tight uniform. Pass into the corner. Incomplete. 8:34-18. Blazers with the lead. 5:37 remaining in the contest. Blazers also are graduating a few. Both of these teams, by the way, are young teams. They do have their seniors, but there's a lot of younger players on the team. Graduating for the Blazers at the end of this year, Chip Kent, Brandon DeMoose, Tristan Tucker, Matthew Ziemer, and Eric Voskov, who will finish injured. Looking at Berlina St. Thomas, they have a lot coming back. Split kick back up the middle. Christian Hornick on the return, trying to fight his way across the 40. He is down at about the 42-yard line. Berlina has the biggest freshman squad they've had in a long time. They have 8 freshmen. I think they had 11 in 8th grade out of this group. But you look at the sophomores. That's 16 underclassmen. Underclassmen. Back to pass. Stewart checking downfield. And he's going to slip and fall. And it'll go down as a sack. That will go down as a sack as the down marker started at the 43-yard line. 4:50 remaining. Again, Stewart trying to get the outside. Does get all that yardage he lost, plus a couple more. Pick up on the play of about 7. Third and about 8. So right, it is a third down and about 8. Stewart again on the carry. He's got the first down and almost a flag at the end there. Pick up on the play. 8 and another 7 beyond that. A 15. So right now, 14 carries for 80 yards. Lena at 250 yards in the first half. Only 100 here in the second. Farley with a steal away as defended by Lipke. It is a 11-yard. That should be a first down. I don't even know what the question is. 11-yard pickup on the play. Farley now 170 yards in reception. Back to pass. Chase out of the pocket. Looking for number 82. Telford. Incomplete. Ball moved from the left to the right, and all of a sudden, that's where the rusher came clear. .23 attempts here for Stewart. Finally 0 for 1 in passing on the punt. And again, now we're going to have another penalty flag down. A high hit on the quarterback. So it's going to be a roughing the passer. And that will be a 15-yard march off against the Blazers. Blazers haven't had a penalty since the first quarter. So it's the first down. Again, he hit him high. You can't do that. 4 minutes left to go here in the contest. Back to pass, looking into the flat. Hornick. I wasn't even looking for the football. Stewart again being rushed out of the pocket in a hurry. And that's going to bring up now a second down and 10. Farley split out wide right. Yeah, it's been a direct snap to Telford. Telford on the carry. And right now, Blazers trying to rip the football out. And he got another 5 yards. Pick up on the play of 12. 3 carries for Telford, 14 yards. Stewart trying to come around the outside. Has some room. He's inside the 10. And he will be just shy of the first down marker. 7 on the play. Stewart on the carry this time. Lead 184 on the ground, 196 in the air. But only 127 here in the second half after having 253 in the first half. A.W. Luther Blazers really did a change on defense. Back to pass, chased out of the pocket, looking in the end zone, and that's thrown out. That was a good throw because he didn't want to throw the interception. So 3rd down. 3rd down and about 3 for the Titans. 3:30 remaining here. In the final period, Blazers up by 16. By 2 touchdowns right now. 34-18. And on the run, and it's going to be Telford on the run. Pick up on the play of nothing. Brings up now 4th down and 3. Fourth down and 3. 3 minutes left to go in the game. 34-18. Blazers with the lead. Stewart again on the right. Gets it inside. He's in for a touchdown. Pick up on the play of a 5-yard touchdown run. .246 remaining. They have to complete this 2-point if they want to, right now 34. Back to pass. It is good for a 2-point conversion. 34-26. Now an 8-point difference. A 1-touchdown game. So right now the kickoff will come up. Yeah, I would not doubt they will try to onside this one as the Blazers will bring up 7. Now 5 on the line and 2 back farther. Honestly, I'd like to see them pull off. If I was going to pull all of them up. Then I can try to get the ball past them. And right now, again, the officiating crew. It's very, very weird. the practices is and now there's the and that will be Bukowski on the recovery. Again, this officiating crew waited long, too long, to play with the in-play whistle. So we went and kicked off, and all of a sudden, .244 remaining, as they're at their own 46-yard line. Handoff. Shampoo swarmed under. Now understand that neither team has any timeouts left. Neither one. So right now, it is a 34-26 lead, 2 minutes left to go. Wildcats cannot stop the clock, or the Titans cannot stop the clock. Here comes the handoff, cutting it off, and cutting it back. And that will put a crimp into Lena's Knight on the 48. Across the midfield stripe, down inside the 30 to 29. 23-yard run. I don't know if they can even need to run a play. Weisford now with 100 on the nose. And Bukowski straight up the middle. 119 remaining. Sorry about that. I went to grab something that I dropped and I hit my headset. Gain of 4 on the play. And the way the officials are working, that they're going to take a knee. So 52 seconds remaining. And everybody is in tight. There's the knee down. So 35 seconds remaining. They have to take one more knee. You know, you wait till the 27-second mark. You pull the ready to play with it. You might as well wait till the 23-second mark so you don't have to run the play. The officiating crew has been very sketchy. Especially the white hat. And that's the ball game. And that's the ball game as NEW Lutheran Blazers came from 18-0 down to knock off the Toledo Wildcats by a score of 34-26. We'll step out right after this on your own High School Sports WSCO. Started up down.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Ready to take a voyage through the sounds and styles of some of the world's greatest musical performers? Hi, this is Mike Martin, host of Martini Mix, and every week I'll bring you timeless greats of music, time-tested artists like Count Basie, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, and many more. I'll bring you the perfect blend of music, nice and cool, served straight up on Martini Mix with Mike Martin.
Listen to Martini Mix Sundays from 1 to 3 p.m. on WOCO Stereo FM 107.1.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Mainly cloudy tonight with areas of rain. Low 46, high of 60 on Saturday. Mainly cloudy, areas of rain Saturday night cloudy. More showers and a few thunderstorms. Low of 48, high of 53 on Sunday. Occasional sun, chance of rain. Sunday night, partly cloudy. Areas of frost. Low of 37, high of 57 on Monday. Mainly sunny. Monday night, mainly clear. Low of 45, high of 63 on Tuesday. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
Well, for the Reno St. Thomas Aquinas Titans, they had opportunities early to put the game away, and he struggled in doing that. Leading 18-0 in the second quarter, and scoring as the clock ran out. There he is. I thought you were coming up in it. I thought you were still down there, Dale. So we're gonna have Dale up here to talk to us in our post-game show. Yeah, I'm looking down, I'm staring, and all of a sudden somebody taps me on the shoulder. I always like surprises like this with the coaches. I like that. Okay, there you go. And now you can hear me, right? Yep. Dale Lang with us, one of the head coaches here for Lena St. Thomas Aquinas, and you know, compared to last year when you finished off, this team is a different team because this is a younger team because you graduated a lot last year.
Yeah, this is a real young team. We had a lot of guys. We had, like you said, 9 seniors, but a couple of them came out first time this year. I think 3 or 4 of them, so it was like 5. We've had some injuries this year. So as you can see, 3 of my starters were injured and out for the season. We came back. We have a young team. We played really hard. We knew this was going to be a tough game. NEW Lutheran's a solid club, you know, for a team. We just played by far the best game we played. I mean, with the young guys we had, the energy level, the enthusiasm, the seniors really came out, and the rest of the players played to make this the best game for the seniors.
When you look at the game this season, they start off with Miami Indians. You didn't know what the squad was all about. You came out with a very surprising win against a very tough. And they have one heck of a running back over at Menominee.
Oh yes, they did. That was a monster game, and we were able to get that one. And the score I think was like 26-22. We beat Menominee Indian. That was a really close game. And then as we look at the season, we ran into a real buzzsaw over at Menominee Catholic, or not Menominee, Newman Catholic,
yes,
which is in Wausau. Not only did we get beat score-wise, we lost our starting running back in the first quarter, lost a starting defensive lineman, lost my quarterback for the year. All those guys were out for the year. So that really kind of snowballed. We didn't get really back on track until the second quarter of Gibraltar. We start to come back and put up 22 points unanswered on them after we had spotted them quite a bit. And then we played Bowler Gresham We got that season, things rolling there. Then Wasaki, we had a few more injuries in that other game against Wasaki, and then Sebastopol. And you can't take anything away from Sebastopol and Wasaki. They're very good teams. They've got some very good athletes. Last week, we played Oneida. That was a good game there. Well fought. We start to brush up on things. Basically, at the Wasaki and Sebastopol, when we lost a lot of our talent, what we were forced to do then was to basically install a new offense that we use tonight. And I'm pretty happy with this. I think we're going to kind of do this and go back to some of our old basics for next year.
When you look at tonight, you got off to a quick start. You were up 18-0. I mean, I expected a surprise. That was a bigger surprise than I expected. I knew you were going to compete. I knew you had a chance to win it. But you're up 18-0 quick. What was a very good NEW Lutheran team?
Right, NEW is a very good team, and we knocked them back on their heels, and we rocked them. And that score they got right before the half, right there, penalty, gave them rebirth and life. Yeah. A couple seconds left, they punched it in. If we wouldn't have done that, could have kept them out of the end zone. I think we really would have shocked them. I think because that's the difference of the game was one score right here. And that's where it was. We'd be playing overtime right now. And then in the second half, we did some dumb things. We got some penalties. Gave them an extra first down. We put us in some holes. We were kind of back in the force to do some passing that we didn't like to do. Made a couple of decisions there. You're in a risk situation, and unfortunately, we got picked on those. So, we picked a couple of his also. So I mean, balanced out pretty good.
Defensively, for the most part, you really when you look at NEW Lutheran, their top three runners 6.1 yards, 6.3 yards, 6.6 yards per carry. If it wasn't for 3 pet plays, Reisler, he would have been under 20 yards rushing.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, you stifled their defense. You made them do something different. They went to Champeau, not a big rusher, but that was Champeau, yeah, right. Champeau, not a big rusher, but their big three, you did a number on those big three as far as rushing is concerned.
Yeah, we put together a really good defensive package. Coach Hubert, he did. Got things clicking. We stuffed people, and that was great to see. It was great to see the enthusiasm that even the kids on the sidelines, the younger guys have. And this is something that we really have to grow upon for next year to get this back on track. And that's what we talked about right after the game.
But a lot of schools look at teams shrinking in numbers. You went the other way this year, didn't you?
Yep, we picked up a couple younger freshmen. Good solid numbers. Next year we only have 3 juniors this year. So next year, hopefully we pick 1 or 2 seniors up again to build that. But yeah, we're going to be down, but we're basically,
but the numbers
are looking good.
Because we looked at the Lena Junior High, and I'm not sure what your feeder program has, but we're looking at possibly another 8 to 11 team freshman group coming up.
Yep.
So when they get to be juniors, sophomores and juniors, you're talking about 26 kids possible.
Yep.
between 2 classes.
Yep, and that's key when you can start to build upon that. And then there's competition for positions. Competition builds them. Hey, I've got to be in the weight room. I've got to get the strength. You got to be back. We got to get things back to where we were like last year.
And then you can also go into resting. You can go with maybe a specific offensive team. You don't have to play like you do now. Because you look at, you had 2 go down with leg cramps. What was it in the second quarter? Or was it third quarter?
Fourth quarter. Right in the start of the fourth quarter. Yep.
Yeah, when they went just before they scored. But yeah, that way you can rest some of these kids. But but this has been a really weird fall for being warm and humid.
The leg cramps because there was a dew coming down. The grass was cold. The guys were sweated up and hot. This is what you expect to see August for second week in September. Not the last game. Usually in October we've got gloves on and mittens and hats to try to stay warm, but that wasn't the case. And that we had a couple cramps. We got those cramps out. got some water back into them, and got things going.
As an official on this field many years ago, yes, I can remember playing the last game with snow flurries, at this time of the year. But I'll tell you what, it was an exciting season that you guys had this year, young season, but a lot of promise. I could see a lot of promise coming up for the Titan football program, and especially for the years to come.
Yep. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the fans and the people that support our program.
And we definitely will be seeing you back on the field again next year, Sir Dale. Dale, thanks for stopping up.
Thank you very much.
Dale Lang, the one of the head coaches for the Lena St. Thomas Aquinas Titans. And let's take a look at our statistics right now for NEW Lutheran. You're looking at the quarterback of Lucas Bukowski. He finished 9 of 14 in passing, 2 interceptions for 86 yards. Actually, it'd be 9 of 15, I should say. Their leading rusher would be Bennett Reisler, 100 yards carrying on 11 carries. Remember, he had a 24, 28, and a 23. So if you add those three together, he is well down the rest of the night. Lipke, first 3 carries, minus 3 yards. He finishes with 7 carries and 3 yards. Lucas Bukowski finished off 14 carries, 38 yards. And these guys are averaging 6.5 yards a carry. And Lipke, Bukowski, Reisler. Well, again, Reisler, you go back to those 3 carries. That was 75 yards and 3 carries. Champeau finished off with 10 carries and 78 yards. And Champeau doesn't do a lot of carries, but tonight he had to because of what Lena did out defensively. Reisler finishes off 2 catches, 21 yards. Lipke, 3 catches and 22 yards. Kent, 2 catches, 36 yards. Cornell, 1 catch, 7 yards. 5 yards on the ground for the night for the Blazers, 219 on the ground, 86 in the air. Let's take a look at the Lena St. Thomas Aquinas Titans. You're looking at our Stewart. Stewart is only a junior. He'll be back again next year. And Colby Borchard, one of the quarterbacks, got hurt. But you're looking at 11 of 25 in passing, 2 interceptions, 196 yards. Had 2 sacks for a -9. Leading receiver, Jack Farley, 8 catches, 170 yards. Christian Hornick, 2 catches, 14. Chance Rowell, 1 catch, 12. Leading rusher, Tyler Stewart, 16 carries, 92 yards. Zach Cops had that big 42-yard carry the first time, finishes with 5 carries, 44 yards. Simon Gard, 1 carry, 2. And Chance Rowell, 1 carry, 46 yards. And finally, it is Trenton Telford with 4 carries and 14 yards. Big deal right here. 8 penalties by the Wildcats for 62 yards. They had too many at the end, including a big 15-yarder personal foul penalty. You cannot have those. For the Blazers, 3 penalties and 27 yards. Again, taking a look at the game itself, Lena St. Thomas Aquinas Titans 8-play drive culminating with a 10-yard touchdown pass from Stewart to Christian Hornick had made it 6-0 as a 2-point conversion was no good. A couple possessions later, it was a 8-play drive culminating in a Stewart to Rowell pass, and that made it 12-0. Again, a 2-point conversion. The next drive for the Lena Wildcats, it was a 3-play drive. It ended with a Stewart 3-yard run, and that made it 18-0. And that's going to be all until later on, with about 3 seconds remaining. The first, it was a pass from Bukowski to Lipke of 6 yards that made it 18-6 Lena. St. Thomas Aquinas came out on the opening drive on the Lena 43-yard line. 5-play drive and a touchdown made it 18-14 with a 2-point conversion. St. Thomas Aquinas came back, went on downs, and so did NEW Lutheran. It was 28-14 Lena. 18-14 Lena when NEW Lutheran on a 3-play drive, which was helped with a 10-yard penalty and an interception, a pick 6 by Bukowski on a 23-yard return, made it 22-18 St. Thomas Aquinas with the lead. St. Thomas Aquinas pretty much put them out of reach at 34-18, a 14-yard touchdown run by Bukowski made it 34-18. Lena did bring it back by 6, but they needed an immediate stop. They couldn't get it. It was 34-26 on a 12-play drive. Stewart with a 5-yard run. 2-point conversion was good, 34-26, and that's where the final, because NEW Lutheran then ran out the clock. Lena will finish off the season at 3-6, a good season for this young squad. NEW Lutheran now at 6-3. We will wait to see if they will be participating in the Jamboree coming up in a little bit. The WIAA football playoffs are coming your way next week Friday. We have the Oconto Blue Devils hosting whoever. Right now that all depends, but you're looking possibility of the 8 teams of Amherst, Bondwell, Kewanee, New Holstein, Oconto, Peshtigo, Southern Door, Spencer, Columbus Catholic, and Wittenberg, Burnwood, and possibly Valders. I got too many. One of those, there are going to be 8 of those 10 teams will be part of our regional. But you kind of figure Oconto, Peshtigo, Southern Door, Bondwell, Wittenberg, Burnhamwood, and if Kewanee, if they make it, that will be your 6 teams. So it'll be either Amherst, New Holstein, Spencer, Columbus Catholic, or Valders will be part of our bracket. And at that look, if Amherst and Bondwell, there's your top 2 teams. Bondwell will be number 3 because they beat Oconto, and number 4 would be either Oconto or Spencer Catholic. If Spencer Catholic if they're in this bracket, those 2 will be fighting out for the number 4 seed. The other one will be number 5. Final score here from Lena in the WIAA season finale. The Blazers 34, Lena 26. Exciting finish at Lena. For WOCO Sports, I'm Larry Walters. Thanks for the regular season, guys. We'll see you in tournament time coming up on Friday night. Don't forget to stay tuned. The WIA volleyball action will be right around the corner, and WOCO will be picking up selected games on 107.1 WOCO Stereo FM and on the WOCO Sports Stream, YouTube selection, WOCO Radio Sports on YouTube. Back right after this. Actually, we're going to end it up here, Dave. Play the commercial, play the outro. We're gonna say goodnight, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. for sports recap on this high school football on WOCO Stereo FM. Good night, everyone.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came.
That has been high school football featuring Lena St. Thomas Aquinas. I want to thank our WOCO sports boosters, the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, Oconto Pharmacy, 24/7 Well Service, Islandfeld, Scatchroot and Anderson, Greg Anderson, CPA, Stevenson National Bank and Trust, Witt's Piggly Wiggly Store, and your NEW Credit Union.
Hand you another drink. Drink it if you can. Can you spend a little time? Time is slipping away from us, so stay with me. I can make you glad you